Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. We are your hosts, Vidas Pinkevičius
and Aušra Mutuzėtė Pinkevičienė.
We've been mastering secrets of organ playing for more than 20 years and sharing them on this blog since 2011.
On this show, which we create from our home in Vilnius, Lithuania, we strive to help you grow in every area of organ playing, including practice, technique, repertoire, sight reading, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, harmony, and many others.
Our hope is to help you become a complete musician, or what we call as total organist, a program which we have created to help you reach your dreams faster than you would do on your own.
If you are new here, we invite you to subscribe to receive free updates of this blog at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
And now let's go to the podcast for today. Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Aušra.
Let's start episode 571 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Diana, and she writes, I'm struggling with keeping all fingers on the keyboard. Has this, Aušra, ever been a problem for you? Keeping all the fingers on the keyboard?
No, we haven't. Have you had such a problem?
Sure, when I was little. I remember that when I first started playing keyboard or piano, it wasn't very obvious to me that I should keep all the fingers on the keyboard.
But what do you mean? How can you play without keeping all your fingers on the keyboard?
For example, your thumbs could be outside of the keyboard. You see, little kids play like that. Kids play like that usually at first, if their teachers don't correct them.
Well,
what about you? Did you always had a perfect posture?
Yes, I think I was quite natural at the keyboard. Probably because of the structure of my hand, too.
How is your hand structure different from mine?
Just like GS box. I'm of course kidding, but you know, many years ago, before going to the United States, I worked at one private school for 3 years and taught piano there. And I worked with, beginners with first to third grade. So basically, I was the one who had to teach them how to play piano, how to use the hand technique correctly. And what I noticed at that time, that all these kids had such a different type of hand. I never thought about it before teaching them. Because really some of them, we would just sit down on the piano and would put hands so naturally, so well, shaped like a ball, as it should be.
Or an apple?
Yes, or an apple, and it, we thumb and the little finger would not stick out. But for somebody, I remember I had this one student who had really long fingers, and it seemed like he is made out of, I don't know, jelly maybe, or a gum. Like a rubber.
Yes.
I could do nothing with his hands. It just didn't work.
Interesting.
So.
So it seems that Diana needs to hold some apple in her hand.
Yes, and in general, I think when somebody, asks questions like this, I think, either, the beginning technique instructions were, taught to her incorrectly, or she simply, doesn't practice enough. Because it's really a problem for just beginners.
When I had little students who were practicing piano at school. I remember several children.
I remember.
Most of them really liked the idea of holding an apple in their hands, or a ball, like a tennis ball.
Shouldn't it be a little? Yes, I guess tennis ball, but for a small hand.
For a small
Maybe
hand.
it's too big, a little bit.
Like an apple, you know.
Well, apple can be various sizes.
Yes. So I remember one of my students always asking for an apple. Can I hold an apple, please?
Just not to practice, yes.
Yes, and I would always carry a tennis ball or a tennis size ball made from rubber, maybe, in my trunk, in the trunk of my car, and would bring to class.
I think I still have one of that balls, in my book shelf in my classroom.
Yeah, it's very useful. So Diana and others who play with random shaped palm position and struggle to keep their fingers on the keyboard, one of the best advices that we can give is simply hold a ball or an apple in their hand and then try to imitate this position on the keyboard.
But basically, I think this is the problem for beginners only, because as soon as you reach some sort of level, it should disappear, because your muscles will get used to that position.
Obviously, yes. So it's a temporary problem if she continues to practice diligently. Thank you guys, this was Vidas.
And Usha.
Please send us more of your questions, we love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.
This blog is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online, where you will find courses for every area of organ playing, including technique, practice, sight reading, repertoire playing, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory and harmony, with hundreds of scores and thousands of exercises. Here is what some of the students are saying.
Hugh writes, "The sight reading course has helped me tremendously. Thank you very much for your SS courses and all your help."
Robert writes, I found the fingerings, registration ideas and general comments to be excellent.
John writes, I have found your download very helpful. It was really excellent. I have watched some of your teaching videos, and when I read your instructions, I tried to imagine you are there teaching me. You may feel disappointed that I am 2-3 days behind, but I am a slow learner, and I have committed to taking the time to get it right, as you say. But the other night my wife commented that she had never heard me play such a detailed melody in the left hand so well. My left hand is generally poor.
Robert writes, it has been a great pleasure in my life of having discovered your courses and material as well as the YouTube work of recordings. You have a calm and pleasant way of teaching.
Ron writes, Hi Vidas and Usha, thank you guys. What a wonderful response to my email note to you. You've got me right, and I feel you understand my level of playing. Yes, at home, and lucky that I have an organ for that reason. I am paying attention to this, and I am going to try this haha no longer secret model. Yes, and I love Cesar Frank too. What is very nice about your blog podcast is that Usha and Vidas are like a Socratic dialogue, and by bouncing things off of each other, so much more information comes out and is expressed. Your comments contain a wealth of information and understanding. I really appreciate this. It is very inspiring and will keep us moving forward.
Would you like to receive the same or even better results that our students are getting? If so, join them at organduo.lt/total-organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to receive free updates of this blog, make sure you do that at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video, how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
This was Vidas.
And Ausra from Secrets of Organ Playing.
And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.